In the spring of 1531, England witnessed one of the most gruesome executions in its history, ordered directly by King Henry VIII. The victim was Richard Rose, a cook in the household of John Fisher, the Bishop of Rochester. Rose was accused of poisoning a pot of porridge meant for the bishop's household. The porridge never reached the intended poor parishioners. Instead, it was served to members of the bishop's household, two of whom died while several others became violently ill. Henry VIII reacted with fury. Poisoning in his eyes was more than murder. It was a coward's weapon, a form of treachery that threatened not only individuals but the stability of the realm. He decided that hanging was too merciful a punishment. Acting without Parliament's prior approval, he had a special law passed making poisoning a form of petty treason, punishable by being boiled alive. This was written into the statute known as the 22nd Henry VIII c. 9. It was unprecedented in English law. On April 5, 1531, a crowd gathered at Smithfield in London to witness the first application of this new royal justice. In the center of the square stood a massive iron cauldron set above a roaring fire. It was filled with water, already bubbling and steaming. Rose, stripped to his shirt and bound in chains, was brought forward by guards. His sentence was read aloud for all to hear. Then, before the crowd's horrified eyes, he was hoisted up and plunged into the boiling water. He did not die quickly. Witnesses reported that he was raised and lowered repeatedly into the cauldron, screaming in agony as the scalding water burned his skin and stripped it away in hanging shreds. The air filled with the smell of cooked flesh. People in the crowd screamed, prayed, or turned away in revulsion. Some fainted, especially women who were with child. The ordeal lasted for more than 2 hours before Rose finally fell silent, his body limp in the chains. Henry VIII showed no remorse for the cruelty of the execution. He considered it a necessary display of royal authority and a warning to anyone who might use poison in the future. The law for boiling alive remained on the books for some years, but it was rarely used. The spectacle at Smithfield, however, burned itself into the memory of all who saw it, a reminder that in Henry's England, justice could be as merciless and deliberate as the king himself.